ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Sinpo International News Report. This is Tiara Dianti. Here are the international news around the world coming back to you. The local governor reported that a woman was killed after a drone strike by Ukraine's military last Sunday ago in Russian Belgorod apartment area. The victim was killed when unmanned aerial vehicle or UAV hit an apartment in Shebekino.
The drone was seen flying along the apartment block in Russia's Belgorod region, hitting an open window before exploding. The attack damaged a high-rise and two private houses in Shebekino. Other settlements also reported damages. Governor Vyacheslav Glankov confirmed the casualties and damages on his Telegram channel. He said the high-rise apartment block and two private houses were damaged and the woman died from her wounds on the spot before the arrival of the medical crew. The attacks in the region have intensified since May 2023. The Ukrainian side has not commented on this attack. Moscow's offensive in Ukraine started in February 2020, leading to escalated tension and sanctions. Rahel, Sinpo International News Report.
Germany Defense Minister Boris Pistorius expressed that his country's commitment to signing defense cooperation with the Philippines for the long term. This was conveyed in a meeting with the Philippines Defense Minister Gilberto Teodoro in Manila.
German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius had a meeting with his Philippine counterpart Gilberto Teodoro to build a long-term relationship between the armed forces of the two countries. They commit to expanding bilateral training and exchange, as well as exploring opportunities to open up armed cooperation, which was signed during a meeting in Manila last week. In the course of speaking, Boris Pistorius revealed that the two countries will work to finalize a broader cooperation agreement, which will benefit both the Philippines and Germany. He mentioned that Germany is aware of the Philippines as a country bordering the South China Sea and values the importance of all partners abiding by international law. He also emphasized that the arbitral awards that have been made must be complied with without exceptions. Boris Pistorius his first visit to the Philippines, which is seeking international support for its conflict with China, which claims a large area of the region. Following this meeting, it is reported that the Philippines and Germany will strengthen their cooperation in the field of security and defense as part of their efforts to enhance their military and strategic capacities. This initiative will not only bring bilateral benefits, support regional stability in Southeast Asia, especially in the South China Sea.
First, we want to build long-lasting relations between our armed forces, and we want to learn from each other. Second, we want to cooperate more closely in the field of armaments. This could, for example, include cooperation in air defense, coastal defense, and possibly the procurement of transport aircraft. We have made good progress on these matters in our talks. Third, we want to further expand our training cooperation as well as our bilateral activities. This includes talks of experts level. To boost our relations in these areas, we plan to sign, as we just mentioned earlier, a bilateral arrangement shortly. Bilateral cooperation is crucial for both the Philippines and Germany. It also sends a clear message to our partners. The countries advocating the rules-based international order stand together.
Maestregar, Sinpo International News Report.
Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu informed the cabinet that Israel strongly attacks the axis of evil Iran and is ready to face any offensive or defensive scenario. This was conveyed by Netanyahu during the cabinet meeting on Sunday ago in Jerusalem.
Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expressed his frustration over the threats made by Iran after the death of the leader of the Hamas terror group, Ismail Haniyeh, in Tehran. Netanyahu emphasized that Israel is ready for any attack and will retaliate in a very harsh way against Iran if the country attacks Israel. Netanyahu also mentioned that Israel is responsible for the murder of Shukr, but has not commented on the death of the Haniyeh. According to Netanyahu, in this condition, Iran should not threaten Israel because the country is ready to retaliate. and will demand a high price for any act of aggression against Israel. At this time, Israel is preparing a large force to face possible attack from Iran and various battlefields. Netanyahu denied the news circulating about Israel not wanting to do the hostage release and ceasefire. He mentioned that it was actually Hamas who didn't want to do this. There are many additional rules and agreements that want to be reached, but it's not in line with Israel's security efforts. Netanyahu emphasized that even if an agreement can be reached, Israel's security will remain that top priority.
הבוקר התבצע פיגוע טרור רצחני בחולון. אני שולח תנחומים למשפחות הנרצחים, איחולי החלמה לפצועים. אני משבח את השוטרים שחתרו למגע וחיסלו את המחבל. אנחנו נבוא חשבון עם כל מי ששיתף איתו פעולה. המאבק שלנו נגד הטרור נמשך כל העת. אני מברך את צה"ל והשב"כ על הפעולה החשובה שהם עשו אתמול בטול כרם. כוחותינו חיסלו מחבלים שהתארגנו לרצוח ישראלים רבים, ובכך הם הצילו חיים רבים. מדינת ישראל נמצאת במלחמה רב-זירתית נגד ציר הרשע של איראן. אנחנו מכים בעוצמה בכל אחד מזרועותיו. אנחנו ערוכים לכל תרחיש, הן בהגנה והן בהתקפה. ואני חוזר ואומר לאויבינו, נגיד ונגבה מחיר כבד על כל מעשה תוקפנות נגדנו, מכל זירה שהיא. במקביל אנחנו עושים מאמץ עליון יומיומי להשבת כל חטופינו. אני מדגיש, להשבת כל חטופינו, בלי יוצא מן הכלל. יש לנו מחויבות ברזל להשיב את כולם.
Mais Regar, Sinpo International News Report.
The Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Bangladesh reported there was one Indonesian citizen who died during the chaos that occurred in Bangladesh against the worker quota policy. Indonesian citizen was killed after inhaling the smoke of his burning hotel building Wednesday ago.
The second spokesperson for the Indonesian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Roliansa Sumirat, conveyed that the information on Indonesian citizen who died in Bangladesh was confirmed to be valid. This was delivered when these Indonesian citizens were in one of the hotels that were burned by demonstrants in Bangladesh on last Monday. When demonstrants burned one of the hotel buildings in Bangladesh, the victim did not get enough oxygen, so they were loosened and finally died. The Minister of Foreign Affairs made sure that the victim did not stay long in that country. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs urged that the Indonesian citizen who want to travel to Dhaka, Bangladesh, to stay for a while until the question in those countries remedies.
Saat ini Kementerian Luar Negeri melalui KBRI Dhaka telah menghubungi keluarga almarhum dan terus melakukan berbagai hal dalam rangka memfasilitasi repatriasi jenazah. Dan tentu hal ini dilakukan bekerjasama juga dengan seluruh pihak terkait, baik itu dari aparat ataupun dari perusahaan tempat almarhum.
Max Oller, Sinpo International News Report.
Thank you for watching Sinpo International News Report. This program joining collaboration between Sinpo TV Indonesia and Fiery Media Dubai. Menyapa Malam coming back to you. Stay healthy and have a nice day.